notice what the text says? Text says, since you've been raised, and since you are seated in Christ at the position of power, whew, even before you get to heaven, that's a whole new thing. I'm already am where I'm on my way to. Since that is the case, set your mind on things above and not on earthly things. King James says, set your affections on things above, where Christ is, and not on things below. He says now that your focus is, watch this, on where you are. And notice he says, God, I got to get out of here. Notice he says, set your mind on things above and not on earthly things. He did not say that earthly things don't exist. But he said you choose what you focus on. You cannot choose what you see, but you can choose what you focus on. He said this now is Christ's conceptualization. I now perceive things in a different way. I don't see things the same way I saw them because now I have been raised to a level of Christ consciousness. And so now I see everything through the eyes and the lens of the one who died for me, who was raised for me, and thusly saved me. Let me see if I can fix this. If any man be in Christ, he or she is a new creature. All things are passed away, and all things become new. He did not say that the old things, y'all got to catch this, would not exist. But what he said is the way that you see them changes. So now, because I have Christ consciousness, I look at every battle as an opportunity to be victorious. I look at every challenge as an opportunity to be an overcomer. I conceptualize things differently. And while everybody else in the city of Jerusalem was looking at all of the devastation, was looking at all of the things that had been turned upside down, was looking at all of the debris and the carnage, Mary and the other Mary and Mary Magdalene were walking through the streets of Jerusalem, God, with a bottle of oil in their hand, going to find him that they might spice their body. No matter how it smelled and no matter how it looked, they were on assignment to go and prepare the body of the Christ. And when they got there, they saw an open tomb. And when they saw the open tomb, they first thought somebody had stole him. But then Jesus preached to them and let them know nobody came to steal me, but I am risen as I said. Maybe you need to look at the challenges in your life as God saying to you, everything I promised, I'm going to do. Oh God, y'all missed what I said. Maybe you ought to look at this dark season in your life and understand the reason why it's gotten so dark is because the enemy is trying to blur your vision. But don't look at what's going on in front of you. Look at what God has promised you. For the word declares, just as soon as he told them, nobody stole my body, I am risen as I said, they ran back through the stinking cities, jumped over the debris and the carnage, and had a message of hope for all who believe. Can I preach to somebody in here. God said to me to tell you, when you can't change the things you see, change the way you see the things that you see. Let me say that again. When you can't change what you see, change the way you see the things that you see. And when the enemy comes in like a flood, the Spirit of God raises up a standard against him. This ain't my defeat. This is my victory. This ain't my last day. This is the first day of my new day. Lift your hands, open your mouth, and shout, yes, Lord. So I've been raised to Christ consciousness. And I've been raised to Christ conceptualization. Now I see things differently. They saw Calvary as his demise. He saw Calvary as the gateway to his dominion.